Okay, cool. This is Breath of Fire 4. I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Everything's set. Yeah, cool. Good GG Magus, thank you very much for that, and we'll be watching Neo Slash finishing up Breath of Fire 3 next to me. But yeah, we're getting underway with Breath of Fire 4. Breath of Fire 4. That came out on the PSX and PC. I'm playing the PC version. The PC version came out, I think, in 2000 in Europe, Australia, and Japan only. And where we finished in a desert, it takes place. It starts in a desert. Basic story premise for kind of what we're going on here is Nina is obviously princess of Windia. She's searching for her missing sister Elena. And this will be quite a prevalent part of the narrative for, I think, the first 7 hours of the run. Well, 6.5. We're going to be looking for a particular character. Just a little update. When the PC version, because it's an old game, it doesn't run in the background. So when I have to update to Chibi's stuff when Neo Slash finishes, I will have to pause my game in order to do the updates. So I'm sorry about that. But that'll be a thing. You'll see that they kind of took a bit of a different kind of route with this one. By the way, guys, if you want to finish commentating as well for Breath of Fire 3 alongside whilst I'm doing this, and go ahead.
Oh, there's nothing much to talk about, because Miria's doing all of it for us.
Okay, cool. Good old Miria. Thank you, Miria. Okay, well, there are a few design choices that kind of changed. You'll see that they've kind of gone for a bit more like specific in the 3D models. Some of them aren't the best. Some of them are quite nice. The designs for the dragons are very, very bizarre as well. Quite alternative, let's say, designs for the dragons, which are kind of hit and miss. Very kind of Oriental kind of theme going on. It's kind of, you've got this kind of weird, not weird, but this very kind of Chinese vibe to, like, you know, the way in which the music sounds here and there, to some of the outfits and kind of styles in that regard. You'll see the usual tropes: the grass runners, the Windians, the dragons. But yeah, just a few little kind of changes. The thing about this as well is that it's got an insanely high quality pixel art animation. Individual sprite sheets for each character are massive, absolutely huge. I mean, I'm not sure how many animations it is just for. It's more prominent in battles. You'll see that the animation in battles is insanely high quality. So yeah, I think it's around like 12, 13 frames of animation, which is quite good for pixel art. It's insane. But that's kind of the biggest thing about this game, and the aesthetic they went above and beyond, even further than 3 took it. Because if you we just saw 3 and some of the fantastic animations, and then the little attention to detail that they really did in Breath of Fire 3 to make it look fantastic, and you'll just kind of see that taking that little step further for these certain moments, which is very, very nice. So yeah, whilst on their way to Sinesta, which is the place where Elena was last seen, they encountered this dragon, and the dragon crashes into their sand flyer, and they are forced to. When I say they, I mean Nina and Cray. This gentleman's name is Cray. He is a Warren, a member of the Warren tribe, which is kind of the name given to the cat-like creatures, if you've seen Cat and Ray. I hope you've seen Ray, because he's been on your screen for about 8 hours. Mashing can happen with any button, which is quite nice. So I could just... this is really good when you're playing with a PS2 controller and you've got the analog sticks. You can just rotate the analog sticks and that counts as mashing. It's great. But Cray confirmed he basically allows... He's looking after Nina. Cray's kind of part in the story. He is betrothed to Elena, or Elena is betrothed to him. And Nina is kind of like, obviously Nina is Elena's little sister, so Cray like looks after her whilst they're searching for Elena. So it did different kind of world map as well, where you can't really kind of walk around freely, but you get set on these like tracks that you have to go through, and it takes you to the places. But they kind of trade that off for very detailed individual levels, which is very, very nice. So, if you thought you had enough nudity before, it doesn't end there. We've got plenty more nudity where that came from, boys and girls. And get it out of the way in the first 10 minutes of the game. What's really interesting about Breath of Fire 4 is that it's quite an interesting game to run. The fastest way to do this on console is playing on the PS2 on fast disk speed, but it lags a lot unless you're running a 70k PS2. Certain lighting effects in the game are rendered in such a way that it kind of slows down the game, and that's the reason we run PC version right now. Is it's much faster. Individual loading between battles, loading just general cutscenes as well, just seems to be faster. So we see our first dragon, this dragonfly-like creature that flies away and leaves us with a rather revealed young chap with long blue hair. Whoa! Ooh, do you want to put some clothes on? He's like, huh? What? My bad. Good start. So Nina, not quite sure who this gent was, thinks she sees an illusion with the dragon, is wondering who this young chap is, asking, say, oh, you weren't with the merchant then. So, for the sake of Nina's character, Ryu is a mystery. But obviously, if you're a long-term fan, you'll know that he is obviously a dragon. But what that means for the narrative in Breath of Fire 4 is very, very different as to what it means in previous Breath of Fires. Because the idea of the concept of a dragon and what the dragons are in this game is a little bit different. Just a little bit. Obviously, Nina picked up the King's Sword. Cray gave her the King's Sword. So, handy that we have a sword user here. There you go. You can have the King's Sword that we just so happen to have. We'll make a little march away. Okay, so much like Breath of Fire 3, I don't really have items that will prevent encounters. There is an item called the Holy Mantle, which decreases encounters, but it's very, very difficult to get, and myself and Chibi, have yet to really find out if it's actually worth getting. Wow, I failed to flee from a single eye goo. Nice, good start to the run.
You had something in your eye, so you couldn't see.
Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest monster to flee from in the entire game, and I failed to flee from it. It says a lot about how this run's gonna go. We'll see. A fail flee, depending on how many enemies are on the screen, can be anywhere between 3 to 10 seconds. Well, 20 if you get a lot of animations. If you're fighting like 5 Yane, which are these enemies that come like halfway through Chapter 2, they're quite tough. A bit more exploration, you can interact a little bit more, so you get these different types of jumping tiles. So these will be scattered around and around certain ledges that you'll have to be going around. Nina is talking about how high up she is, but she falls! And Ryu, being the epic hero he is, jumps to her rescue. I'm coming for you, Nina. Oh. Wait, no. And face plants epically, might I say. I didn't tell you about my wings. So she says that she can use them to fly a little, but she can like hover, but she can't really fly, and she makes that known at the very, very start. She's got cute little pink wings, though. having a look at how Neo Slash is doing. Coming up to his final fight now against Miria, so exciting race in Breath of Fire 3. Is Chibi in the channel? Is Chibi here?
Yeah, he's muted right now.
Okay, cool. If you can hear me, I'll kind of say I'll have to swap you in. It'll freeze my game for a little bit, so you know, he gets a free few seconds on me.
So yeah, Neo is going ahead and starting the Miria fight. Pretty much already described everything about it, so there's not much to say about it, other than if anything happens to go horribly wrong.
Whilst that's going on, I've met the kind of the secondary main player in Breath of Fire 4, which is Faolu, or Folu, however you prefer to say his name. It's always been Faolu to me. But yeah, he is the God Emperor of the Fao Empire, which was formed thousands of years ago. So he is obviously immortal. We don't know why we have control of him just yet, but we have control of him. He's this kind of showing this idea of two sides to the story, and that kind of idea, the whole thing of two sides, is quite prominent in this game. So we've got one side of things. We've got a dragon coming out from Ryu, which is a bit of a mystery. Not sure who he is, where he is, what's going on. A bit of mystery about who they are. And on the other hand, we have Faolu. Now, the army here he's run into are looking for a dragon. To which he replies, "You're looking for a dragon, are you?" Because he's so old, he speaks in ye old English as well, so he's got a lovely tongue to him. He summons the mere click of his fingers Astral. Don't worry, I'm keeping my eye on Neo's final fight as well. When I see that flash, I will split for him.
I'll let you know.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead, focus on your game. I'll let you know.
I'm just mashing for now. This is a dragon.
Focus on your mashing.
Dragons doth give life, and verily they doth take it away. In thy terms, they art gods. So gods, the concept of a dragon as gods, rather than these very powerful creatures. But the actual gods. Wouldst thou fight a god?
Oh, we get to see a Holocaust with Neo at least.
Ah, lovely.
Nothing like watching a face melt before going to bed.
And Astral melts these soldiers, destroying the planet. But although that wakes Ryu up from his slumber.
But yeah, Momo's dead. So, but he should be just about done.
Okay, so gonna make our way to the next place. Now, movement is very interesting in this. Like, you don't really have, like, we're not really step counting, but there are times there's the fight done. There are times when we can minimize.
GG for Neo.
Yeah, we can minimize enemy encounters by moving in a certain amount of spots. Right, I'm gonna do this now, so I'm gonna lose some time here. I'm sorry, but I have to do this, unfortunately.
Is that working?
Team Nina Runner. Hey, man.
Hey, what's up?
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second, buddy. I haven't got you up just yet.
Okay.
Chibi 0. Nina progress. Pop you there, and the time was. I know this is really annoying. I'm very, very sorry. I'm really sorry. I have to do this. It was 23:08:14. This is really bad. I'm sorry. Okay, we got to get rid of Chibi 0. This is how much time I've had to do this because my PC cannot handle more than one stream up.
Hey, Neo.
I'm just coming to say thank you for the invitation for this incredible race.
No worries, man.
And thank you for everybody following me. And let's go, Team Nina.
No worries, man.
Oh,
Thank
good
you
job,
very
man.
much for
Well,
taking
thanks.
part.
You had a really great run, and you made up a ton of time. So.
It's still possible to win. That's even now Chibi and David K. Run. So good luck.
There we go. I think I've got.
Yeah. Have a good night or good morning for you.
Okay, Chibi, you're good to go, man.
I'm good sleeping. To see
No worries,
the end
Neo.
of the
Thank you
race.
very much, man. Okay, sorry about that. That was ghetto. I know that was the only way I could do it. I'm really sorry. My PC can't do it, and also buff forwarder does not run in the background, so I can't sit there and mash whilst I'm doing that. So that's the way I had to do it. I'm really sorry.
Such quality game.
So the fun fact is that after the 45-minute difference or 50-minute difference after Breath of Fire 2, we're both on the first split. So that's how close this is now. Good luck, Chibi.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my leave, you guys.
No worries, High Spirits. Thank you very much for taking part, dude. It's a pleasure to have you. You were amazing as always.
To you, and don't fall asleep, Bowie.
I won't. I'm awake now. I got this. So we're gonna jump straight into using dragons. Dragons have a different way of using it. So you don't really have like you do have these kind of summons and these kind of hybrid forms, and hybrid forms have their own kind of thing. So you can transform into a dragon here. And this is your human dragon hybrid form. And then you get a bunch of skills based on what you're using and how it's going. But then you also have a summon, like a breath skill, which is your summon as well. This is Calm. He's our first boss. He has 12,000 HP, I believe, or is it 15? It's 12.
Yeah,
it's 12,000 because you can, if you get good damage rolls here, you can get anywhere between 2.6 and 3k damage. If you get the good damage rolls, you can actually just do a normal attack in turn 3. But if you don't get the damage rolls, you've got to do 3 frost strikes. 3 frost strikes do more damage, but they take a bit longer because you've got the animation at the start where he goes "Huh!" and then attacks. But 3 turns and calms down to begin it. And that'll be our first one. Okay.
Yep, pretty much.
So you'll notice as
What
well.
else do I need to say?
Yeah. Sorry. In terms of like the structure of the game as well, you'll notice that at the start, Chibi just had what was given to him was a chapter 1, Awakening. So this game's split into 4 chapters. Chapter 1, Awakening. Chapter 2, Streams. Or is it the Endless? 2 is Streams. 3 is the Endless.
Yeah, 2 is Streams.
And then 4 is That Which Passes. Which all have specific themes. Obviously, you're finding out specific things about the game and about the characters and about the overall narrative in each one. Yeah. Yom, this little short guy here who summoned Calm to fight us. Faolu's basic element is water or ice. So Astral was using frost strikes. Calm is a fire demon that Yom summons, and you can see Faolu say here they would use fire against us. Indeed, they have planned well. So Yom knows about Faolu and his history and is trying to track him down and hunt him down and stop him from being alive. It's going to run out of this forest here. So there's loads of things at play. You've got this story about Elena and Nina trying to find her sister and Craig going with them. You've got you've got Faolu, this god emperor who has awoken. You've got the mystery of Ryu, and then thrown into that you've also got the Foe Empire who are chasing Faolu, but also have other motives as well for what they're doing. And it all has this kind of interplay with each other, kind of very, very political kind of storyline. Where the rest has been, you've had these ideas of like false religions or false goddesses, or just wars between clans and countries. So lots of different stuff. I think one of the biggest things that I think this is really exciting for this race and Chibi and I racing is we have different strats. When I first started seeing the run, because I'm stubborn, I was always like, I don't want to use magic now, I want to use physical. I want to use weapons. So after watching Chibi play the game, I was kind of like, I learnt the route via him and kind of tried to implement my own strats going physical. So I'm going to be building more physically damaging stats, and he's going to be building more magic stats. Shoot, I just put in the wrong input for the start.
Good job.
I wasn't focusing, so apparently I'm going to be fine. That's fine. That's fine. It only adds a little bit of time.
Made Nina go up.
There you go. You can save some time on me now, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Easy every time, yeah. Love this.
Okay. So we're straight into the mini games where I've got to feed this old man. I'm going to give him 2 steaks and then 4 wines. It's the quickest way to do it because wines have a quicker animation than steaks. And you go steak, wine, wine, and that will be the quickest way to do it. I should be able to mitigate the time loss if I just meet Nina outside now. So this guy tells us that there's an information broker, because what we're trying to do is find out about where we can get a new sand flyer, or parts to fix our sand flyer. Okay, cool. So basically I wouldn't have to do this cutscene if I had chosen the right option at the very, very start, but I did it.
And don't forget that Sten from Breath of Fire 2.
Yeah.
That Nina's talking to there.
Yeah.
Gotta get those cameos in, yo.
Yes, Sten went from being a
Straight up
soldier
in
who
there.
was completely useless to trying to rip off one main character. What a hero!
Yeah. Just trying to get with Nina. Been doing it since 2, yo. Gotta get in there.